This is the New York City Museum where a Congolese man was held captive and then later on displayed with monkeys in the Bronx Zoo.
In 1883, Otobenga was born in the region that is now known as the Congo in Africa. But a few years later, the Belgian military under King Leopold attacked his tribe and killed his family. Otobenga was later captured by an American businessman and taken to the 1904 St. Louis World Fair, where he was displayed and labeled a savage and a cannibal. But at that time, he actually befriended a famous Native American man named Geronimo, who was similarly exploited. After that, they took Otobenga here to the Museum of Natural History in New York City, where they held him, but he resisted and he threw a chair at some wealthy funders who were visiting the museum. They notoriously took him to the Bronx Zoo, where they displayed him in a monkey cage. Black American leaders like Reverend James H. Gordon protested, and they were able to get him released, and they took him under their care down in Brooklyn. But later on, Otobenga grew so depressed that he would never go back home that he ended up taking his own life.
Let us know if you heard.
Shalom. Giving all praises to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Yeshem, Yahweh Shah, by Yeshem, Wakah, Radash. Divine to the apostles and elders here well. Peace and many salutations to you, our gamers, told in the truth. I came across this video that was posted by a brother, and I thought it was very interesting that it showed the northern tribe and the southern tribe enduring an interesting captivity, being in human zoos. Now, this cat here, Otobenga, he's from Congo, and I know I met a lot of Jake from Congo. I'm not sure if he's an Israelite per se, but I know via research that we have there were Israelites that were in these various human zoos. Not only the southern tribe, but northern tribe. Geronimo, the famous warrior, a northern tribe warrior, I believe he was a Gadite, was in a human zoo also. And what we have endured is essentially prescribed in the scriptures under the banner of curses. We use these various curses that were foretold to happen to us to get understanding of the situation that we were in. When you're conquered, when a person is conquered, people is conquered, they are stripped from their culture and made to get under the culture of the supreme group at that time. We've seen this happen during the Maccabean revolt. We've seen this happen during the Hasmonean dynasty when we, forced the Edomites to become Judaized. Okay. But what's unique about our situation is the discrimination and the degradation that we endured, man. As a group of people, man, we really have been beat down mentally, in this captivity. The whole concept of our concept of race is based off of skin color, and so the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American has a lot of ways endured a neo caste system. A caste system is a system based off of, in a nutshell, it's based off of your skin tone. We've seen it, for example, in India, what I'm saying, in some Asian countries, those that were darker skinned were seen as peasants because they were supposedly in the field more, and so we had um, centuries of being deemed as animalistic, and you still see remnants of that mindset in uh, in modern thinking. You know, everybody uses you know the so-called Negro's plight as a way to push their own agenda, um, and at the same time disregard what our people have endured. You know, um, and that's just a part ultimately of the curses. So this is Deuteronomy 28:37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee." Um, just for edification, I'll look these words up. I actually have a dictionary that I wanted to use for this particular topic. Shalaki, I just looked it up actually in Blue Letter. Because as I was looking up, I was like, man, you know what? It'd be better in Hebrew. See what it says in Hebrew. And as I said, I'm in the Blue Letter Bible online. If you want to look this up for yourself in Deuteronomy 28:37, and it's in the Lexington Strong H8047, and it says waste, horror, impalement, a waste of land, city, etc. Impalement, impalement, horror. So we look. This is where we looked upon. We looked at as astonishment. As a lot of people take this awe that we have, these various nations have of us as you know as if they admire us, but it's the exact opposite. They look at us, as amusement and also disdain, and that's a mindset that was, in, uh, instilled in them, via the pseudoscience of Esau, Edom. Okay, and in fact, the mindset of us being um, an astonishment or a waste, or a joke is, uh, that idea permeates in modern culture. Okay, which is simply tools for these various nations, to get what they want, and for us to amuse them. You know, that word proverb is, I believe, it's proverb. Byword. Excuse me. Let me double check. I'm going back to it. Yes, that word byword. According to the Strong's, according to Lexington Strong's H8148, it says Shana Yana. Shana Yana. It says a sharp word, uh, cutting word, a taunt, gibe. In nearly every culture or every language that you um, encounter, they have a native, uh, word for the so-called Negro, and what's even more interesting is the fact that these various countries know and understand the power of the N word, how we were branded with that name. You know, okay. So we are in a very, low state because we're perceived as the filth of the earth, and this was because we decided to break the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, Deuteronomy 28 and 20, Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thy hand unto, for to do until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings whereby thou hast forsaken me. And this is exactly what happened to us, man. Everything that we touch and hold, see, is cursed. One reason why it's cursed is because we have even adapted that negative perception of one another. So doing business with one another, in particular, the southern tribe Judah, it doesn't come. Well, I have to put it's not complete. Okay, and the reason why is because both parties, have a negative view towards one another. See, these curses are interconnected. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 25. Yahweh shall curse thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. This is exactly what happened. Various wars that we have endured has caused the nation of Israel to be scattered, across the face of the earth. It's not just a black thing, this is an Israelite thing. Okay, so we have, because of the wars and the diaspora, which the diaspora allude to diaspora, it was not just one diaspora that our people have endured. It was several. We had another tribe, selling to a land unknown, which to be America. You know, that happened. 70 AD happened. You know what I mean? Um, of course, the transatlantic slave system happened. Okay, um, and also, what people don't talk about is uh, uh, these various European countries opening up immigration to places like Nigeria and Cuba, uh, so they could get lower class workers. So you have a lot of our people live in these various areas because of work. Which I won't consider that diaspora, but that's a form of migration, man. So we have been spread throughout this whole world, okay, and that stigmatism of us being the bottom of the barrel has followed us, okay, you know, and with that, stereotype, these people make strong endeavors to exploit our situation, okay, for their need. And the example is the human zoo that was created by a Christian missionary. His name is Samuel P. Werner. Okay, what happened to Ota Benga? Please do your research. I left his name up there on purpose. Um, this man's whole tribe was murdered, and he was the only survivor. Um, his teeth were filed. I don't know. I'm not sure who did it. I don't know if it was the doings of his tribe, or the Edomite missionary Samuel P. Verner to 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 make him seem more barbarous. Um, but he was very small. Looked peculiar to the people. And so they placed him in a human zoo. Um, and exploited this man. When he was finally freed, he shot himself in the heart because he realized he wasn't going back to his homeland. Where I believe it was around the time World War Three. Excuse me, World War Three. World War was I believe two was going on, like 1914. Either one or two. So forgive me if I'm going off. Um, this man was drawn mentally crazy. Now this is an overt example of how much you know imagery can affect a person. You know, um, and stereotypes can affect a group of people. Okay, but how much more so for an entire race that has been deemed as thugs and degenerates and lowlives since we've been here. All these various negative epithets that we have endured um, has caused us as a people to have a very evil eye towards his brother. Again, these various uh, curses are interconnected. And with us, having an evil eye towards one another, um, these other races are able to exploit us. And we see that in the whole left versus right economy. The Democrats versus Republicans economy. It's to the point to where old Joe Biden is comfortable enough to say, "Hey, if you don't vote for me, you're not black." And Jake ran with it. You know, Jake is seen as a joke in the music. Jake is honestly used to playing that role. Okay, Psalms 137:3. For there they that carried us away captive require of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. You want to look up that word wasted. That's exactly what happened to it. We've been wasted as a group of people, man. People say, "Oh, you guys are just act like you're victims." Well, we have our people have been victims to racism. Saying discrimination. Saying being victims to sellouts, being victims to these various uh, political parties. You know, using us as you know um, pawns in their bigger scheme, especially the Democratic or the Democrats, I should say. Okay, that word wasted is more so of a phrase. It says, and they that wasted us. See, like a phrase. So let me go back. And again, I'm in the Blue Letter Bible. It's the Blue Letter Bible online. Okay, look it up. I'm going to the word wasted in Isaiah, the 67th chapter, 65th chapter. Excuse me. The third verse. Okay, and as I'm looking at it, it's saying it's a phrase. So we'll go into it do some more research. So it's Thai, what's that? Thai, Yal, Dayal, Thai, Dayal. It says tormentor, plunger, meaning doubtful. So the person that has tormented us, plundered us, has instilled doubt in us. Okay, by what propagating his superiority over you, already his superiority over us by pseudoscience, and with that he's able to use us as pawns in hopes to, and we'll allowing ourselves to be used as pawns, in hopes to be fully assimilated into this culture or this country. We haven't been fully assimilated in this country, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, because economically speaking, you haven't been given a chance to. Yeah, you go out and get a job and things of that nature. Um, after they promised not to discriminate against you after the 1968 Act of civil rights, but totally negate the Reconstruction era, the era, after the civil rights, the Civil War, I should say, when you getting lynched and hung. And before that, slavery, hardcore slavery. Okay, they tell you all to get over it, and stop being a victim. You know, and these various Democrats come and pat you on your little head like a little uh, uh, pet and tell you, hey, you could be on our team too. And so you Negroes have been the mascot for the Democratic Party, you know what I'm saying, for the last few decades, which is a part of, the Edomite hegemony, okay? It's a part of the Edomite hegemony, bro. It's a part of that beast that speaks as that lamb, or that dragon that speaks as a lamb. Okay, it's part of a wicked empire that the Most High is not for. Okay, all right. See, now we're coming in times where we're waking up to the BS of Esau, you know, and it starts with a spiritual awakening. And those of us that, have been bestowed this knowledge, we have a chance to not only receive a covering from the said perils that happened to America, aka Babylon, but we have a chance to rule with Yahushua when he returns. And the people are people who don't believe, that want to believe in this place, they could be destroyed right along with it. Okay? Now, this is Isaiah 65, 5 and 14. Let's see. I might uh, read up on this one here. Yeah, I'll read up on this one. It's actually, I wonder, let me see here. I said I'm going to start at 11, but I think I'm going to stick to my guns on it and get straight to the point. It says, Isaiah 65 and 11, but ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my mountain, my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, which I believe that's an idol. It's a worshipful idol. And that furnish the drink offering unto that number, which is again getting ready to pour libations to another God. You know what I'm saying? Let's read this. Let's read this in the NLT. It says, because the rest of you have forsaken Yahweh and have forgotten his temple, and because ye have prepared feasts to honor the God of faith, and have offered mixed wine to the God of destiny. You see that? This is what our people are into. Manifesting their a destiny that they want. Uh, you know, voting the right person in so you could further your future. Our people are are giving their energy to these demons that you know will be of no merit when the time comes. Believing in democracy when famine is about to hit is not going to help you. Believing in that Trump is going to be the guy that's going to save you when all hell break loose is not going to save you. But having a spiritual foundation, understanding why these things are occurring, will save you. That understanding is only for the elect. Okay? So all hell break loose. Again, we're looking to have a covering. Then with a covering, we're looking to ultimately be delivered, and so we get the hell up out of here. Okay? It says, verse 12, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. This is what's about to occur. Okay? Judgment is about to happen. But check this out. Verse 13, therefore thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of hosts. Excuse me. Salakia. Read that again. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of the spirit. So the Most High is going to judge a lot of our people, and a lot of these people that's going to be judged are women. You need to know that. Keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Keep that in mind. Verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for Yahweh power shall slay thee, and call his servant by another name. That he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of heaven. Excuse me, God of truth. Because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from my eyes. You see that? So, we're looking for, our sins to be covered. This is why we're so adamant about doing these sit downs, and way more importantly, this is why we're so adamant about refining ourselves, man. You see, in black culture, anything goes. Just don't tell on one another. Very, low level mindset. This mindset that we have is kingly. We have a social responsibility towards the fellow Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Can't just do it and say whatever you feel like, regardless of if you mad or feeling upset that they not. There's an obligation that you have to bless and to, you know, um, to bless one another, to to watch how you handle one another, man. To treat others how you want to be treated, man. Within that mindset, this is going to lead to us entering into that kingdom of heaven. This is why it says that below the kingdom of heaven is within you, within you. Okay, it's about conduct. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17, for behold, I create new heavens and new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. You see that? So now it's not going to be any more weeping and crying. Every day you turn on the news, you see stuff that's just demoralizing. I know it's the Most High's judgment. And you just hope yourself that you ain't being judged, and try to just do better with what you got going on and watch your thoughts. You just bombarded with so much wickedness and so much wicked thoughts. And then the fact that we have too much access to one another, as people, and then it's just vexation. I don't want to go on a rampage, but we're definitely not easy. It's going to be a cool day just to, man, see everybody in our nationality okay. Just get tired of the fights. The northern tribe hate the southern tribe. Southern tribe, oh my goodness, they hate everything. Judah hates everybody, everything, each other. The northern tribe, they be banging on each other so hard. It's ridiculous, bro. It's just disgusting. It's a bad look. To not see that anymore, I don't know how we're gonna feel, man. I know it's gonna be peaceful, but just to see our people is on such a level that we've attained the knowledge of being able to go to another planet is going to be extraordinary, man. I hope to be there and good standings with Yahweh Shai in order to see that. Just man, just ready to get the hell up out of here, man. Just tired of this shit, tired of everything. So, but let me stop getting sentimental and get back to this work. You know what I'm talking about? Isaiah 65:20. There shall be more thence and there shall no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 year old shall be accursed. So anybody dying at 100 years old is going to be seen as a child. Like, wow, he died at 100 years old. What's crazy is, man, it's this planet is going to be flourishing so much that it's going to be a aging, it's going to be aging society, and the earth is going to be able to take care of those that are aging. Esau has a mindset of scarcity, so he hoards everything. But we're gonna have the technology, the spirituality, what I'm saying, these celestial bodies to really have it to where this earth is going to full flourish, to where I can see this earth continuing and growing, and even within self. What I'm saying? If we understand, and able to harness the volcanoes, what I'm saying, that because that's simply technology from Yahweh Shemel Shah will get that. Maybe we'll be able to build all types of planets and and islands for I said planets, but islands and continents for people, man. You know, the man, the possibilities are endless, bro. So we just gotta hold on, man. Just gotta hold on and pray for one another, and just really fight your thoughts. It's a lot of wicked thoughts that try to, enter your mind and have you tripping, you know. Um, so we gotta stay on the right path so we can be part of that elect. You know what I mean? So I pray this edifying, you know. Yeah, we in a bad state right now, but the most high the light's in saving us, you know. Shalom.